So one thing that I really love and I do appreciate very much about the National Dialogue Committee report is the fact that it has got nothing completely to do with the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. And I'm saying this because of two major reasons. First of all, if you take your time and reflect back on how the National Dialogue was formed and who exactly was behind that particular idea, you will agree with me that it was, of course, Raila Odinga, who was totally cornered and could not withstand anymore the pressure and the embarrassment of losing the previous 2022 general elections to President William Ruto, and that is why he insisted to have this dialogue. President William Ruto on the other side, because he is a kind-hearted person, Ruto decided to offer Raila Odinga that platform. Secondly, I strongly believe that this National Dialogue Committee report has got nothing at all to do with the Kenya Kwanza Alliance because of the cost of living. I'm saying this because it's actually amazing that few months down the line, after William Ruto officially took over power, the cost of living is not the same as it was during the handshake government or the handshake regime of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. The cost of living has drastically dropped. So basically, what I mean here is that when you see Azimio top leaders, Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo Musyoka, fighting or rather bitter fallout simply because of the final Dialogue Committee report, the Kenya Kwanza Alliance supporters and leaders should just sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Because William Ruto is the President of the Republic of Kenya, and I strongly believe that William Ruto will still win the 2027 general elections, with or without the National Dialogue Committee report. And by the way, have you seen any Kenya Kwanza Alliance leader or supporters complaining about the National Dialogue Committee report? Of course not. It is only Azimio supporters and leaders who are complaining because of their greed behind the National Dialogue Committee, their own personal political interests that were not served in the National Dialogue Committee report. That is why they are complaining. But in this particular analysis here, ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to mainly focus on the NARC Kenya party leader, Honorable Martha Karua, walking out of Raila Odinga simply because of the final dialogue report, completely rejecting and protesting against it. So I came across this statement here, which says, Karua walkout looms as Raila Odinga team divided. And I want us to begin right from here. First of all, Raila Odinga lied about Martha Karua's stand concerning the final National Dialogue Committee report. And just for the recap, or rather the reminder, let me read for you Raila Odinga's statement concerning Martha Karua on matters to do with the final National Dialogue Committee report. This is what Raila said. We had talks with her earlier today. She is in Hargeisa, Somaliland. She is traveling and she will be back around 1 a.m. this morning, Thursday. So she has no issue at all. So according to Raila Odinga here, Raila says that she had already talked to Martha Karua concerning the final Dialogue Committee report. And Martha Karua assured Raila that she has no issues at all concerning the report. But yesterday, this is what Martha Karua said personally concerning that particular report. Let me read for you and show you on the screen. I find the National Dialogue Committee report troubling, problematic, and totally unacceptable. A more detailed statement loading in the coming weeks. So what exactly do you expect from Martha Karua? Only time will tell. But previously, Martha Karua had also made a statement saying that any purported agreement that does not immediately impact on the cost of living, electoral justice, and the respect for multi-party democracy is a fraud on the people and must be completely rejected. But let us go back a little bit on Raila Odinga's response concerning the cost of living that Martha Karua is talking about here. Raila made it clear that we made what we believed were reasonable proposals on how to address the rising cost of living. But the government side flatly refused, terming it their exclusive business, and further arguing that they got the mandate of Kenyans to execute their Kenya Kwanza economic agenda. But the main question here, which reflects a bigger picture on Martha Karua's politics, is that what exactly do we expect from Martha Karua after quitting Azimio One Kenya Alliance, or rather walking out of Raila Odinga completely? What do we expect? Do we expect Martha Karua to work with Kalonzo Musyoka from a different perspective? Do we expect Martha Karua to go join Uhuru Kenyatta? Do we expect Martha Karua to work with Eugene Wamalwa? And also, the question here is, do we expect Martha Karua to succeed in politics without Raila Odinga or Azimio La Umoja Alliance? So I want to explain to you about all these issues in this analysis. But before that, in case you are listening up to this point, yet you haven't subscribed, I'm requesting you to please take a second or two and subscribe to this channel. You can also give this particular video here a like. If you do that, YouTube will recommend this video and this channel to reach out to others so that we can grow together. To my returning subscribers, I really want to appreciate you for your continued support. Truth is, without your support, then this channel cannot be where it is currently. And that is why I don't take your support for granted. You can also get notified automatically from YouTube itself every time I upload a video on this channel by simply pressing the notification bell. Just activate the notification bell down below so that everything will be okay. Having said that, now let us go straight into the details. What do we expect from Martha Karua? Of course, we don't expect much from Martha Karua because I strongly believe that Martha Karua cannot survive politically without Azimio La Umoja Alliance or the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Because first of all, Martha Karua does not have any party. Her party is not strong enough to make Martha Karua survive politically. Also remember that Martha Karua is currently facing rejection from the larger Mount Kenya region at large. Even from the place where Martha Karua comes from, she cannot receive any support. So basically, Martha Karua leaving Azimio is either she joins Kenya Kwanza Alliance or retires completely from politics. And I tend to think that Martha Karua should make a step of joining President William Ruto or seek William Ruto's advice concerning all these issues. Otherwise, political betrayal is the key issue in Kenya's politics. Secondly, I strongly believe that Martha Karua can make a step of teaming up with Uhuru Kenyatta. The reason as to why I'm saying this, when you look at all these issues from this political perspective, that Martha Karua, Uhuru Kenyatta and Eugene Wamalwa are on one side opposing the National Dialogue Committee report. Raila Odinga on the other side with Kalonzo Musyoka are the ones endorsing this report. Politics is all about interest, and the people who are teaming up in one alliance or one party in politics, of course they have to speak in one language. So definitely, Martha Karua, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Eugene Wamalwa can form a team to oppose this National Dialogue Committee report. But only time will tell, so let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. And finally, I strongly believe that Martha Karua will also make a step of strengthening the Kamwene Leadership Caucus. Now, this Kamwene Leadership Caucus is actually a village alliance, a tribal political alliance actually, because it's comprised of Jeremiah Kioni, Nderitu Murithi, Peter Munya, and several Azimio leaders from the larger Mount Kenya region alone, the Kikuyus from that particular area. And their main topic or their main agenda here is to fight for the Mount Kenya region interest. So let us wait and see if Martha Karua will actually be able to play her political cards very well. Otherwise, I don't have much. What's your opinion concerning this issue? Let me see you again in my next analysis. But please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. My name is Jason. Bye-bye.